I'm just gonna have a quick break to go toilet. It would be nice if they gave you maybe one more module, but I don't know. I know the things become unlocked as you unlock. I know more things become unlocked on your Argo as you go. So there might be a module 3 that I'm not aware of. Yeah, we're gonna have to roll with Medusa here, I think. She actually has really poor gunnery, but we'll roll with that. We're actually getting towards the 4 here. It's not too bad. So we'll do the 2.5. I'll do the 3 on the planet, and then we'll see how we're doing. I'm just going to even out my pay and my salvage for a little. While I would like a heavier mech, I would also like to not be a poor little Argo. Two priority salvage, I reckon, does you okay. 3 is probably the best, because at least that way, if you in-cap a pilot, you're definitely guaranteed a mech. But most of these missions, you just get a bit ripped off if you try to go for 3. They literally pay you peanuts. They're like, yeah, we'll give you plenty of salvage, but nothing else. I mean, I would take priority 3 salvage and 2 random if they could give that to me.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, that's actually a cool little base. I've seen this one before, but I do like some of their maps. They've done really well on the maps. Is there any weird things here? I don't see anything too weird. This is actually going to be a little awkward. We might have to come in from the other side. I don't know if I can get a lot of direct fire into the center there. And the map's a little smoky. So we'll just shunt around the side here while we look for a bit of direct fire. Hopefully, I won't run my missile boats too far ahead of the tanks. Can we get you somewhere that's... oh well, it's a little less awkward. We'll wait for him to move. It's generally a good idea to wait for the first mech to move, because the way it works, it doesn't tell you if you're going to ping something before you ping it. So this guy's traveling, and I can actually move this guy, but there's no point if we're suddenly going to get a target and be in a real garbage position, right? It sounded like we just realized what it was. Vehicle, okay. We're not going for any sensor lock shenanigans since we know that doesn't work. Tree line will do me. So this is 2.5. So we could, if we high roll, expect heavies. A vehicle in the medium phase. It's got to be a bulldog, right? A light. Bulldog, scorpion. We'll reserve in. Another light. Isn't there some lore that locusts were not hugely manufactured? Because there seems to be a lot of locusts. I swear locusts were, or they're the most manufactured. For a light, there is a truckload of locusts in every map. We're going to reserve in again. We'll let this vehicle... There's no vision. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a locust. I mean, you could... If it was a pilot... Oh, really? There's some vision there? Interesting. If they have a decent pilot in here, you could maybe max out at 6 evasion. I'm guessing he's not going to have 6 evasion. I don't particularly want to reserve once more, because I suspect this guy... If there's anything weird in this phase, I might get shot at. So we'll blow this thing away before it has any more vision on us. Direct hit should kill him. Yeah, there was a light... Oh. There was a light somewhere that's supposed to be uncommon. Damn. So what does that make? Who fired? I don't think it was that guy. I swear that was... Yeah, that's the light. So there's something hiding over here as well. If I clear this, there's no vision. Alternatively, I could just push the corner and kill it. We're gonna have to rotate correctly here as well, since we know we're getting shot at from downtown. I might just push and brace. I don't really need... yeah, probably don't need to use my vigilance. Although I will get plus 10 for killing the vehicle. So I could probably expend it. We'll ease up with some of this stuff. Probably that, actually. Takes 2 laser hits to hit kill him. Yeah, we're all good. Have a good night. We'll just reserve down. Just make sure nothing else moves out of this fog. That felt like a lot of... a lot of missiles. Alright. This guy's kind of just an ammo dump. And not overly worth firing into. We're just going to brace here. We'll drop in. We'll just shave some evasion. What are you down to? 3? Do I think he's probably going to move and give me 2 evasion next turn anyway? At worst. Actually, what is he? A pilot? He's a recruit. So yeah. We're just going to brace in. Yeah, 2 what? Turrets, 2 LRM-10s. Kind of felt like 2 LRM-10s. It didn't feel like an SRM carrier, at least. So this guy should push and have less evasion and hopefully unbrace himself. Is that a fire starter? Yeah, it was a fairly sizable move, so he's probably going to have a bit of evasion. We'll just sense lock that guy down. This guy is going to give vision. Yeah, this guy's going to give vision next. We'll take the whole turn here. We will sensor lock here. I know, he's just... Oop. Man, we're getting shot up from every side here. The only problem with this is if I punch him, this guy's probably going to give vision anyway. So I won't punch him. I'll sensor lock him down. We will rotate Medusa here, because I think that Locust is dead. And then we can probably just hammer in the side with the Orion, who's already managed to take a head hit, which is a little unfortunate. Might just work him over with the AC-10 as well. This is probably, as long as most of this hits, he's probably guaranteed to die here. If I hit a torso, we're even better off with the AC. Or we could just not hit. I do have to be aware that this guy is gonna maybe try for some weird flamethrower play. It's basically a cable keeping this guy together. We're gonna go this way. We've got fairly decent chances to just spray all over this and get one hit in here. If I fired the lasers, I'd probably have a lot less chance of actually hitting that center torso. The hell? Oh, okay. The game's being a bit... What the hell? Oh, because I've got Ace Pilot. I was so confused about why I could still move Behemoth. Well, first go of Ace Pilot. Excellent. Excellent work. We're going to move here. I'm not keen to drop rockets on this, but we might actually. I mean, he's pretty wrecked. It's half damage. If we're lucky, we can stop him from sprinting anyway. Nope. Yeah, that definitely feels like two LRMs. 10s. This man should push the hill and probably just unbrace himself. Come on up, my friend. It's nice up here. Ooh, please don't flamethrow. He shouldn't be close enough for flamethrow. I think about here would be flamethrow. Maybe here. It should be pretty easy though. How bad are you looking? We're gonna have to reserve once more to get the correct stuff going here. Does mean we're gonna get shot by whatever's out here. Striker. I feel like 2.5 skulls are either all in or nothing so far. Unless there's some reinforcements coming out of nowhere. If we fail to kill this guy, I want to make sure that somebody fires on the striker. Although Decker could probably do that. We'll shred some evasion. Actually, Behemoth, this is probably more your job now. It's a shame we don't have multi-shot here. You know what, we'll go all in. The heat's not an issue. As long as we kill this guy, the heat's not an issue. If we fail, then heat's going to be an issue. This is really, it's really quite cool. Not that I can do anything great with that. So we'll go done. So Decker is going to be probably last. Where are we looking? I could shift sideways. And the reason you shift sideways would be to hit the side, and you've got a fairly high chance of legging. But I think we just need to take the brace here. Because you've got about, I think, 30% chance to leg from the side. Might be a little bit lower than that. And then I think you, sir, are just going to rotate. No vision. I just want to shoot him once to get down the last of that.
Scratch another target.
To get rid of that vision there. Alright. Now I guess we push on the turrets. Turrets are not going to be fun, but let's go. Is there a ramp on this thing? I don't trust the alt thing anymore. I did believe that this was supposed to show you pathing, but it just literally shows you dots everywhere. And lies. He'll push up. Whatever. The Orion can tank face here. These get to go last anyway. All I need is some...
Warning. Enemy reinforcements detected.
Oh, here we go. Okay. We get to shoot before the turret. So Decker, buddy, you get in there first. And give it hell. Then we can tank up here. I have no idea where these reinforcements are coming from yet. It only feel like one turret was shooting us. So unless there's another turret away over here, we should be okay. What's that? Nothing? The enemy's going to get a full turn. We've dropped out of initiative. Ah, there it is. There's the reinforcements. We've dropped out of initiative. So we're all going to just go back to sprinting. If you guys are coming in from that direction. If it's a light, it'll hit us. If it's not, it's fine. We'll probably just move and brace. I don't know what it is yet. So we'll be... It said it's heavy. But the game has said things are heavy and suddenly it's just a vehicle. The dragon's full on, so he can sprint. Behemoth, you can maybe just hang around up here. Hopefully we get some elevation bonus. And the Shadowhawk can stay where he is. Rotate. Please not a sprint though. Just a... Ugh, you really want to sprint, don't you? Come on. And brace. Thank you. So if they hit into us, we get to go first if we have a light. If we hit them, they get to go first if they have a light. There we go. So it looks like... Don't be one light. It's super embarrassing if it's just one light. Second light? Yo, this is not heavy reinforced. I feel like my intel guys don't know the meaning of heavy reinforcements. Panther. reserve. We'll get everyone. We'll probably just sense lock the... I would actually prefer the Panther. We'll see if we can get him. We should be able to. We're going to have to move. So from here we can't get him. We would have to move in division. So we're just going to sense lock over here. I'd prefer the Panther. It does more damage if it decides to fire the PPC and the SRMs. It does the same amount of damage if it just fires the PPC. So we'll fire him with you. We'll try and get rid of some of this. Actually, Behemoth, you're now up, my friend. Since you can only fire LRMs. Actually, you know what? Fire on everything. You might just shred this guy's face. Actually, this ace pilot thing is kind of annoying. I just want your turn to end. You're not moving. Alright, so now you should be up. Actually, we'll just go in with you. We'll just save Decker in case this doesn't go well. Rotate. Fire. Everything. Alright, Decker gets to finish this off then, I guess. With some amazing called shots. I should probably move forward for this. I doubt he's gonna get... I doubt he's gonna live. What do you got? Yes, 6. I could probably ease up with maybe something like this. I mean, 20 chances to hit the torso. We need 2 of them to hit. I'm pretty sure those odds work out for us. I could have even gone with the LRM-10. We're reserving. Come to me, sir. Yo, you're not a Panther. Alright. Next on the firing line. I'm glad I didn't step forward for the commando. I actually thought that was the Panther sitting there. I didn't realize he was way back there. Actually, the 2D's a good one. The 2D's actually worse than the Panther here. The 10 SRMs are a little scary, for damage at least. I mean, they're probably not scary to an Orion, but... what we might do is I might hold... I might actually be able to vigilance the Orion forward if I kill this commando. So we'll probably just go in with something like this. Yeah, that's the other thing I don't want, is I don't want to get just a little bit of splash to the face and suddenly I'm in the hospital for weeks. So we'd need a couple to hit. We're probably just going to go full in on this guy. We got fairly good chances to torso this guy with so much spray. So now we can vigilance forward for the Panther. He's probably going to have a couple of bits of evasion. But at least we get to have a go at him. I'm just going to torso twist. I don't trust that there's no turrets sitting back here. Actually, there's... yeah, there is a unit back there. I was about to say we're only 50%, so there is something else back there. Let's go full in on this guy. Decker will not get his turn. That is either a Jaeger or a turret. I'm guessing a turret. Decker, you want to drop everything on this man? We would be... Well, he'll lose his PPC. He's lost his SRM. So I reckon we're good to go here. We might just shift a little for a better chance to hit. I mean, what do we got? From here we got 60. I think if we just shunt forward a little, we'll get up to, yeah, 85 is pretty good for me. I don't think I could get him in the flank. Yeah, it's not enough. We'll take the one step back though. I'm glad I rotated for that AC turret. I thought it might be LRMs, but I guess we just came in too close. Just a rain of missiles. And a 1B, so large laser. So this man is a little tough. We'll probably reserve sensor lock, try with the Orion. I think we'll even take the step forwards. Step forward. Because we're going to need to get up on this place anyway. The dragon's got full armor. Life would be super rough if I died to something because I moved there, but we'll get Behemoth. We'll get an arrow. It shouldn't be too bad. We'll torso twist like that. Actually, we're going to be a little hot, but so be it. We'll Vigi again. We're going to have to relax with the lasers. I'd rather go in with everything that does stab damage. He's pretty weak on. And the other thing is, I was going to say, because that turret goes last, we get to go first with Decker, but this man's dead, so the turret's just going to fiddle with itself. So we need vision on a turret. And to kill a bunch of buildings. God, this is going to be annoying shooting buildings. You know what? I'm just going to brace there. We'll save some heat before we go in. You can sprint in. We'll see if that pops anything. Nah. Seems pretty good, so everyone else can follow up. Yeah, I definitely think my intel guys maybe need a little bit of re-education on what heavy reinforcements are. 4 lights are... Well, they're definitely not heavy. Alright, so you got some of your heat back. We'll take a sprint here. He should get a bit more of his heat back. Tell me where that turret is. There it is. So we need Medusa to probably have range on the turret to sensor lock. So that looks pretty good. And then everybody else kind of needs to pile on in. Was that 2? No, that's not. Cool. Ugh, come on, camera. You can do it. I'd kind of like the high ground. See if we can't get a bonus out of that for at least 1 mech. No jump jets is a slight shame. I don't want to go that far away. I think it's just going to screw with my hit chances. Yeah, kind of... What would light reinforcements be? Somebody rolls up in a wheelchair. with the machine gun. I mean, what is that? We'll reserve in. Turret's last. It shouldn't stand a chance against Decker. It's gonna be a hassle killing all these buildings. I could even get vision. I think we're just gonna go all in. We're not gonna bother I could vigilance in for this in case it all goes horribly wrong. In fact, I should. Never trust the odds. Alright, now we just got to start blasting buildings, I think. Jesus. Can't you just let me... I would love to punch these things. I mean, it's a bit rough that I have to zap them. That should be... That would be dead on if we hit with everything.
Enemy structure is weakening. Structure down. It's history.
Is it my turn? Thank you. We'll just go right round the ring. There might be... we should have seen if there was any other turrets. Was it 200? Wasn't it 2 lasers and 100 out of... Should be 150. Should be 2 lasers. Oh, no. Alright, can we move? And fire? That was supposed to be a move and a fire. I forget the game loves to give you sprints. Should only be 10 SRMs times 10. Alright. Let's go. And you, sir, can just fire from where you are. In fact... Oh, okay. Actually, just take a move. Take this one. Oh, did I just sprint you again? Please tell me I clicked the right button. I'm pretty sure I clicked move. Cool. I feel like this could be a job for a man with a bit of TNT instead of giant robots at the end. You have nothing, so we're gonna have to move here. You can only fire the AC? That's not happening. You, sir, can do your job and actually walk up on this thing now. Oh dear. Okay, that was a little awkward, but how about you toast this thing and then we toast that thing.
Get your lance to the LZ, Commander. I'm coming in hot.
Alright, how about we just forget about the turret? As long as the LZ's not over here, we can just walk away from him. Let's go. For a sprint. For a sprint. For a sprint. So as soon as we back up to about here with a sprint, this guy should have no vision. We'll go back to the running phase. It'll shove us into initiative probably. But we should be able to get you far enough away from this thing that it's all fine. Oh god, I should have gone for a sprint. So we'll brace there. I didn't really want to brace, I just wanted to sprint. Medusa, you should be able to get out of this with a sprint. So as soon as the little blue line's away from this, he shouldn't be able to get us. Unless, I haven't seen... Because I can't see what a turret has, I'm pretty sure they don't have bigger sensor rings. Everyone is supposed to be on equal ground with sensor rings. There we go. Missions like this make you want to try the 4 skulls and the 3 skulls. But I swear missions like this are just designed to get you totally excited about being able to crush those missions and then dice roll like crazy on you. Come on. It's all you, buddy. We're just waiting on you. Yeah, I really think... You know what? Is it Kiva's the one who did the missions, right? And I swear, she's like...
Successful.
I'll set up a couple of easy 2.5 skulls. Get you all excited for being 3 to a 3.5. And then she's like, the files for a 3 and a 3.5 are just 200 times the mechs, right? It's still really hard to tell concretely what you're gonna get. But I'll take a fairly decent payday. That should pay for our next month at least. We did take one hit to the face. It's on me though, so should be okay. I'll take... Man, this was horrible. I guess we'll take a fire starter. I don't want a locust. Please put that away. Nobody had anything pluses, right? No. Randomize. Alright, you wanted to give me... nothing I really wanted. Cool. I've read that, yeah, the 4 and the 5 skulls are supposed to be absolutely punishing. What did they end up getting? Like, a whole lot of assaults and heavies? And the thing is the game can just make it where, I mean, even if you're outnumbered, right? Just the amount of firepower that they can put out just tends to wear you down quicker. Okay, we've got a pile of junk here to sell. So even if they gave you... Yeah, I mean, ooh, 8 heavies. That's a lot of damage incoming. Especially if there was 2 catapults sitting in the back somewhere. It would be pretty brutal. What do we need? We need... I kind of want to just sit here and heal myself. So that we can go into the next mission with everyone. That's the other thing, is sometimes the AI flips out and suddenly gives you a chance where you really shouldn't have a chance. It has to be that way, I think. If you allowed the AI to have real insane skills, it might be a little too hard, because suddenly, I was saying the other day, if suddenly they decide to lock, we might take... I'm hoping for a heavy here. If they decided to lock your LRM boats at the back, then all hell would break loose on your units, right? I definitely want to replace Medusa here. As much as I like Medusa, I would rather have Ari. I need to store those two when I get back as well. Yeah, it does go a bit weird. So it generally, if it's got you sensor locked, if it's got you in the sensor ring, not sensor locked, but if it's got you in the... Oh yeah, it's definitely no easy task, right? But the AI, if it's got you in the sensor ring, but it can't see you, it generally moves and then braces. It never tends to sprint on you. And sometimes it does some weird reverse armor bracing. Yeah, there is that. I mean, I suppose if you're a good AI programmer and you're really interested in this stuff. I know there's a dude called MechWarrior. and he was doing modding on the beta files.
Command interface.
And I know he was saying that he could get them fairly ramped up as well. So I think in part it's because you face way more than you could handle if they were well equipped. Alright, so we've got a bit of a garrison here. And in part, yeah, I think maybe the AI is, you know, a little funky. This is not... This sucks. Literally, she could have dumped me anywhere else. It is a lot of, like... It's no light task if 8 heavies are coming at you. Especially with stab damage. Stab damage will ruin your day, no matter how well you do. I did think you could do some... You could do some sneaky stuff with mobile mechs if you really had to. Like, you could keep moving back and sensor locking. It would extend your game out by a lot, though. Just to keep... Yeah. It would be... I think people would say, yeah, the AI's... I've already seen people accusing the AI of cheating. Through rolls and stuff. I mean, RNG always feels like you suck and the AI is cheating, but... I have already seen people accuse the AI of cheats. But I mean, the AI can go full retard on you as well, so... I don't mind, it's... You get some weird stuff. I think I'm not going to move that far forward. I reckon we'll hit a problem as soon as we go here. I could probably take... I'm tempted to walk in slowly into this. I have no idea what it's going to be. So we'll just take it nice and slow, I think. We'll get the dragon up as well. We might ping something with the dragon. I generally find as soon as you hit that thing, you get something. Turret in a vehicle. Okay. You boys need to probably... I'd like direct fire. I'm fairly happy with where they are. You need to rotate just a tad. I'd say that's still direct fire. I'm not quite sure if that cliff face is in the way. And I shouldn't have moved. That's fine. We'll reserve in 2 heavies, or 2 assault phase. We know that one's the turret, right? The other is probably whatever this vehicle is. I'm tempted to blow this turret before it gets any sort of action here. Just in case it's LRM. I just don't want LRM. Plus it could sensor lock me. I think we just kill it off and everyone else has a good time. I mean, the thing about this is the reserving thing gives you a bit of an advantage over the AI. If the AI could reserve as well, I think we would all just end up in phase 1 and all going at the same time. Basically like PvP in this game. So I don't know how you would give them an advantage through reserving. I'm going to move Behemoth here. Well, actually, I'm going to sit tight with Behemoth for a sec. And we'll see if this vehicle wants to come in. This one here. He's got a little bit of a path here. I don't think he's going to come close enough. Yeah, he's not going to come close enough for vision. We'll reserve down. We'll let whatever this thing is. What is this got to be? It's probably a striker. Oh, here comes another vehicle. In that phase, it's probably what, a bulldog or a scorp. I'll probably end up sensor locking this thing back here. Just because if it's anything in the assault phase, it's generally a very ugly ass tank. I'll take my turn now. Actually, I could reserve. It'll let it go first. But I don't want this going first, because what is that? SRM carrier, yeah, we're not keen on letting that thing shoot us in the face. I could move for this, actually. Just short. Still just short. That is really a step close-ish. It should die. Please, Decker, it should die. I'm glad I didn't run up this hill for vision on that. I think there's very few times you want to run in division on an assault vehicle. Now we could probably... Okay, we can't quite do it. You're going to get to go first. These guys shouldn't be too rough. So we'll push forward, we'll brace. This is it, apparently. Ooh, mistakes were made. 2 turrets. Is there a generator? There's no generators? Okay. That I would actually like to see that. I've seen some, like, it doesn't feel, sometimes it doesn't feel like the AI values itself. Like I've seen it throw in a death room above into a pile of mechs, right? And if you were a MechWarrior, I know you're probably you're like one of the best people around, right? I mean, from the books, it takes you years to get trained as a decent MechWarrior. You're not just some dude in the back streets, right? Well, most of them aren't. Pirates might be, but they literally just throw their lives away. I said this to somebody else, and they argued the fact that if you're a pirate, probably if you get captured, you're going to get killed anyway. But, like, I mean, these are all pirates, right? So they're probably going to get killed if we capture them. But I don't feel like the faction guys should be just launching themselves at you. And if you were a light pilot, I feel like you wouldn't kind of just run straight in and go, hey, look, it's the giant ass heavy, let me fire one medium laser into it. But then the argument is why, why would they save themselves? I guess gameplay wise, suddenly these guys will just drive away, right? Nobody would be here to fight us. I'm going to reserve in for the striker. The striker might even fire its LRMs. Alright, he's coming in for the LRMs plus SRMs. No, surely my Orion reaches down with his hand cannon and grabs someone, right? I mean, it's tough, because obviously these guys wouldn't continue fighting us. So it would make for a really sad game when they see your heavies roll up and you see the enemy just pushing that way. I mean, gameplay-wise, I suppose you have to kind of just ignore a little bit of what's going on. I'm I'm pretty sure you are a little bit more of a threat than anything else. We might multi-shot into this. This is probably a point where we can just multi-shot. We'll drop something like that. I'd say the galleon's going to just get wrecked as well. We'll probably look to maybe sensor lock one of these guys. Oop, okay. There's one more hiding somewhere. Like, I could understand a morale system. I have seen, like, the assassination target, he will run, but he's designed to run. Okay, we're gonna have to get some serious leg movement going here if we want to sensor lock. I have seen the assassination target, but he's programmed to run that as soon as he gets hit once, you have, you know, a turn or two before he starts sprinting. We're gonna vigilance for this. Sensor lock one of these guys. Try and clear it so that the other guy can't fire on us. I'd say Decker can just... He normally does just kill a turret in one go. It shouldn't be able to sense lock back. And that should just leave this guy without anyone to sensor lock for him. So no LRMs from there. So this is a 3 skull. So far, all we've had is some vehicles. Behemoth, you kind of want to push forward, but not really. So we'll just put you here. We'll brace up. You also do have to be a little kind in this game. Like, you've got to angle it for everyone, right? You couldn't make... I mean, they didn't add any ability to have, I want hard, medium, or easy. So they've kind of had to just spray across the board and say, look, our AI is a little neutered, but at least everybody's going to be able to deal with it, right? So you need to go next. I think that vehicle's not going to get to us in time. Because otherwise you'd put off a lot of your player base as well, if suddenly everything just goes bananas on people. Decker, you'll be first up. You could probably finish this thing. Worst case, Behemoth's going to have a go as well. I mean, maybe at a later point they will, because I did see that Kiva said she wants to bring a little bit more brutality back. But I think at that point they're going to have to say, here's your easy mode, here's your hard mode. Because you want to sell the game as well. I mean, they definitely want to sell the game. I want them to sell the game. We're going to push this hill. We got to go destroy buildings. This thing's never going to make it to us. I'm hoping for a heavy reinforcement lance. We'll see. You know what? I doubt that vehicle's getting to us. Let's give this thing... actually, we'll save our heat. That's the thing. There's definitely going to be... I know people are already trying to get at the AI files to give it a go. Yeah, send in the commandos. Surely, I don't trust that that'll not get vision, so we're gonna kill him now. Oh, that's a shady move. You know what? Let's do it. We'll Vigi anyway. We can drop everything on this. There was nothing else popped. Oh, there's another turret. Okay. We'll Vigi for this. Absolutely hammer this guy down.
Scratch another target.
So maybe we might see some reinforcements. Otherwise I'm going to be sorely disappointed the fact that I took all salvage on this mission. You probably need to get forward and lock that turret for me. I'm fairly certain buildings don't give vision. I will be... Did I pop something else? I didn't. Okay, cool. I'd be upset if buildings gave vision. Decker, you're in. This is your job. He's getting a little hot. But he should be fine. 90s to hit. Oh!
Reading heavy damage to an enemy.
My god.
Bring it down.
Complacency, eh? Well done. Well done, Decker. You sure showed that building who's boss. This is not going to be enough LRM fire for the target, but that's fine. It'll be close. I think we're going to get a bit of spray. Actually, there's nothing to spray onto. So it should be fine. Yeah, a lot of SRMs and a lot of SRM ammo. Alright, let's just trash this place. Alright, I'm super upset now. Where's my heavies? Can you not sprint? Because we need to shoot buildings. I'll probably shoot this stuff back here. This guy can shoot that half-trashed one. I hope I'm not going to have to extract out the LZ as well. Just take that one down. We should be able to get out of here.
It's time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Time to leave. Where's the... What is that? Well, you get to move again. Decker, come on. Let's get a wriggle on while she moves. Oop. Okay, cool. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, at least the reinforcements, wow, are coming in from the correct direction. So we've got a medium at least. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be... I would say definitely learn the initiative cycles of how to reserve and stuff. Reserving is really important. I saw a lot of people when they first started out. Yeah, I do have tutorials too. I wasn't going to sell out too hard. Definitely initiative is going to be priority. We're going to reserve down here. Also learning to love brace. Because you need to be eating... You need to be able to eat a lot of damage. This guy should push down, actually. Yeah, I've got a couple of tutorials up. I've got one for the old beta and one for... Ooh, hello. And... Oh, okay, that's alright. That's PPC. Hopefully this isn't a AC. Please don't be AC. It's an AC-20. Okay. But initiative and learning to brace. And the vision game. The vision game's definitely... Learning what gives vision and where is also exciting. Because a lot of people will sprint straight towards mechs. I've seen a lot of new people, they'll see a mech, they'll be like, my mech needs to just sprint straight at this thing and punch it or shoot it or do whatever. But then what's happening to your own mechs in return, right? Suddenly your mech's super exposed and you're just going to get absolutely demolished. I reckon I reckon I could screw this guy over, actually. We're going to Vigi here. We'll move up. I'll also twist enough. Because there's something over here. There's two over there, actually. We'll give this guy a fair bit. And then I reckon I can precision strike him. And push him back a phase. Maybe I should have double precision strike here. How did I get such early access? I put out a truckload of videos in the beta, and then I spammed Paradox a lot, going, please, sir, look at my videos. You know you want to give me some early access. So you need to push in. Do I need to double Vigi here? If I can push this guy over, I need to save the called strike here. Basically, I was really lucky that I picked up the beta through the Kickstarter and then put out a lot of effort into making PvP videos, really. I think we're just gonna go straight in on this guy. I was lucky, like, so the only reason I found out about it was because Quill was, he did, thanks for that line, he did a beta mission, and I was like, wow, this game looks amazing. So I jumped on the Kickstarter. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the first, like, you can do half skulls, and you'll basically get, like, vehicles that are fairly rubbish. And it's all just stuff to just learn on, right? Alright, so we should knock this guy. That'll push him into the heavy phase. Plus, we'll precision strike him to push him into the assault phase. He's never getting that AC onto us. In fact, I could rip the AC straight off. For safety's sake, I think we're just going to rip the AC straight off. He'll get knocked anyway. I'm not letting that AC 20 in. Yeah, definitely learn the early missions. They are a lot more forgiving. As soon as you get into the later game, if you don't have the right technique down, you're just going to get really punished. Especially with the repair mechanics and your pilot mechanics. Because your guys will be out of action for days. Alright, this guy's... There's that too, actually. Don't take the early missions as a sign that everything's going to be easy. Because it will ramp up on you. That looks like a mineral field in there. 55 tons. Are you... we're going to reserve in. These guys have no vision. They should be moving towards us. They're going to be moving and bracing. 45 tons, blackjack. So, dual ACs, right? I don't know what this guy is. I think we're going to have a peek at what that man is. Because I'd prefer to... Not you, sir. I don't want to know what you are. I want to know what you are. Is that a shadow? Can't quite see the silhouette. Griffin. Okay. I could probably just sit behind my little rock here. And just drop LRMs on them. I think I could even swing this corner with a vigilance. Let's swing the corner. We'll probably put Behemoth's LRMs in first, because they're not going to do too well. So they'll shred off the last of the evasion. You're done. And then we'll Vigi the corner. Sucks at this vision that we're getting blocked right here. I could even make them come in. Ah, yeah, it is the 2 last. I could have made them come to me, but then they'd probably get vision on the Shadowhawk or something and just go crazy. Wow, that's a lot of heat. I'm down for not using the lasers. Stab damage over everything else, right? That was pathetic. I do forget that SRMs no longer do nearly as much stab damage as they used to. Is this something? Okay. I might have to pull back down here, because I suspect this guy is going to come forward, and if I've got vision through here, then they're going to get vision through there. We're going to be running a little hot. We'll see if we can fire everything. Otherwise, I'll just turn off the LRM5s. I'm pretty sure I'm heat neutral. Or, okay, I lie. I thought I was going to be heat neutral without the LRMs, but might just turn it off. It'll give us another 4 turns of firing. Whereas if I do the LRM5 now, it's going to cut us down quite a bit. That guy's going to probably brace. Oh, okay, there was no brace. He moved hardly anything. He's on that mineral field though. I'm going to reserve. This is all they can see is the Orion. So good luck to them. Yeah, so I'm actually on a desert biome now, I think. Or Badlands. Yeah, desert biome. So there's the biomes down here. Actually, what is this? Okay, yeah, cool. Ah, that's right, I've got the gyro on there. So at the moment my heat sinks are only working at about 85%. So your mech by itself sinks 30 heat a turn. And then whatever heat sinks you've got do about 3. And then if you hop into water, they do an extra 50% better. So in water you can do fairly well for yourself. Things like snow biomes and stuff are pretty nice. There is some hot zones. There's geothermal on snow. I'm going to lock back here. I will probably eat the 4+4 and go at that man. I think we can... I can hide behind a rock, like the good heavy the dragon is. Lock this guy, and then next turn we can swing the corner. Yeah, Luna's the first few times I did the mission Luna ones, I kept on overheating my mechs because I kept on forgetting that we were cooking in space. Oh, can I not get on this? That rock's screwing me. Damn. Yeah, you can customize your mechs in the mech lab. No. So there's definitely, you're not locked into what you. The only thing you're locked into is the fact that your hard points are either laser, missile, or I want to say autocannon. I'm pretty sure it's not autocannon. It's something like a ballistic. Jesus. Couldn't quite remember what I wanted there. We're gonna march forward for this man. So you are locked there. You are locked by your tonnage and stuff. Yeah, I was like, it's there. I knew it. Yeah, we'll just mash down this guy. At worst, the Vindy is going to be firing into, yeah, and support. So you can add things like machine guns and flamethrowers, and yeah. Tempted to turn that off, but we might be able to stab damage this guy down. Yeah, as long as you can find the variations of the mechs you want, right? You can pretty much build your lance however you like. We're gonna just drop all of this on this man. He should get pushed on the floor. Yeah, I saw someone get, he was super excited for the supports. He was trying to build, can I shift with this? He was trying to build a melee mech, which is doable. But I would probably steer away from it. Alright, Decker, you're gonna destroy this guy. Actually, where is he? He's in the heavy phase. Yeah, you're gonna have to just have a go at him. So if I go now, the thing that's probably, yeah, especially if you get through armor, right? The thing that's probably the best thing to start learning is definitely the initiative phase, because you can get some sneaky stuff done if you know what you're doing in it, and it'll save you a lot of damage. Like I'll explain it now. So if I actually reserved here, this guy would get to go, right? And then it would be my turn, which means that this guy is actually going to get up first. Whereas if I go now, then this guy has to go in his phase, and then I actually get another turn here. So depending on how you played this, you can get more damage done to this guy before he gets up, or you can do less damage. So you do have to kind of put into some work to work out how this works. Like, reserving's good, but if you reserve in the correct order, it's a lot better. Especially if you want to play, if you want to do PvP, you're going to have to learn how to reserve correctly. A lot of people assume you can just reserve all the way down to phase 1 and you'll win. But it's not going to work like that. And it never did. People did it, and suddenly you find your mech's on its ass, getting called shots before you even get a turn. So we should be able to just hammer this man now. I'm pretty happy for all this to go in. So what you can do with reserving is, reserving just basically pushes all your mechs into the next phase. So if you've got a light goes in phase 4. If you've got a medium, it goes from phase 3. But you can push them out of those phases by reserving. So you can push your light into the medium phase, so you can act in that phase. It gives you an advantage over the AI, but you do have to be careful with how you do it, because if you reserve past, say if I had all my mechs in the phase 3, it's a little, I don't know how hard it is to see on the screen, but if I had all my mechs in phase 3 and I reserved into phase 2, then everything in phase 3 on the AI side gets to go, which can be a little dangerous for you sometimes if you're about to get knocked over. But in this case, right, so I reserved past this man, he's had his turn, now all of my mechs get to go on him. So the weight of the mech is what determines what phase you get to go in. So heavies get phase 2, assaults get phase 1, mediums get phase 3, lights get phase 4, and you can get a special skill that puts a light into phase 5. I think I'm just going to toast this man. Yeah, so there is one ability that does get your mech ahead of phase. So it takes like a I've got it on one of my pilots, and it basically gives you an advantage in the phase. So you can push an assault into the heavy phase if you wanted to, or anything down a phase. I'm tempted to move here. I don't have... I might be able to push this guy. The other thing is yeah, fairly much. No, so it's only for that round of skipping. So you don't end up with all your mechs down here forever. It just resets every turn, and you get to make the choice again whether you reserve or not. So Decker here actually has the ability where he's in a medium, but he goes in the light phase. Just through a bit of training for him. We're going to have to turn off some weapons here. Otherwise he's going to cook himself. Fairly okay for this. Learning that will save you a lot of grief. Just pushing the initiatives around. You can do manipulating with the initiative as well through some of your... Ooh, that's going to hurt a little. That's fine. With some of the abilities down here. So you get, depending on how happy your guys are, morale, I should say, you get some... can we kill this man? You get some abilities. So Vigilance will push you forward a phase, and Precision Strike, if you hit them, will push them back a phase. So you can do other shenanigans as well. I should have actually precision struck this guy so I could kill him on the floor, but I talk too much. We'll dump everything. Well done.
Mission successful.
Alright, we don't even have to leave. Yeah, you can also do that. So you could push your light. Not that I use lights anymore, but Decker could. He can basically go last, and then because he resets next turn, he can go first again. And because he's LRMing, he does a lot of stability damage. So you can actually get some... He could unsteady someone one turn, and then actually knock them the next turn. Alright, we have scored ourselves a nice bit of pay here. What we need... Actually, we didn't take any... Oh, that's nice. How's the loot going? I'm getting close to this. I guess we assemble... You know what? We take all of this. Unless there's something... Yeah, we're not taking that. Unless there's something magical... There's all those SRMs you were talking about. My god, there is a million of them. Yeah, there's nothing magical in here. So we'll take what we get. I didn't even get this all laser. So that was a 3 skull. Not quite what I was expecting. I don't know how much higher I could push and get a bad roll. I mean, if I went through a 3.5 and I got a bad roll and it turned into a 4.5, I'm gonna guess that's gonna turn into something fairly nasty for my group. I'm gonna guess grinding 3s is probably the better way to go.
That yes is cleared for fighting.
No, I haven't seen... I'm pretty sure it's based off the center of your... I'm pretty sure it's based off the center of your mech. I know if you don't have... I know you can get... I need to shove some of this stuff into storage. I need to shove a whole bunch of that stuff into storage. You can get weird situations where the top of your mech is poking over the top of cover, but you can't fire. So you get some weird vision games there. But I haven't seen where you can twist the side of your mech around cover. It could be there, and I might not be registering it, but I don't think I've seen the ability to have your gun, I mean your guns are normally on the right side, right arm, to push your right arm around the corner, and you get basically partial cover, but you'll have a hard time shooting them anyway. There is partial cover where stuff is blocking half your mech, so you can use that to your advantage, but you can't have a clear line of shot, and they don't. Yeah, so if a bit of your mech pokes around and you don't have fire, you can get weird detection where you're still visible. So they could technically LRM you behind a rock because they can see your head. I have had that happen to me just before, actually, where my head was poking and I didn't want it to be. Panther can go, Griffin can go. We'll just go back down to the basics here. None of my guys got hit in the face as well, which is nice. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.